Yo, welcome back to the channel. Turn my city up mob. I was calling y'all soldiers, but I like the mob better. Turn my city up mob, man. Y'all see that? Where's it at? Over here. Turn my city up. Turn my city up mob. Welcome back to a new video. Today, we're gonna do a video about Dillon Brooks. Last video we did a video about Point Book. Before that we had did kind of a Jalen Green video. Before that, we did a Kaminga, even though he's not on the Suns. But obviously, the rumors about, Suns trying to trade for him. So we did a video on him. So around this time of year, it's not, for basketball, at least there's not a lot to talk about. Not a lot going on unless like a trade happens. Obviously, it's the off season. So I think for the content wise for this channel, we're gonna do a lot of like player breakdowns on the Suns. What I think they're gonna provide, what I think their role gonna be, just stuff like that. Obvious, this is real obvious. Everybody knows what Dillon Brooks is gonna be bringing to the table. He's obviously one of those players where he's one of those players that you like. They got the reputation like you hate them, you hate when they're playing against your team because obviously the antics or whatever what people want to call it, similar to the way that Pat Bev was looked at. Like just annoyed to a lot of people, a lot of fans don't like him. If he's not on your team, obviously. If he's on your team, you love him obviously because he's gonna be irritating. He's gonna guard, but he's one of those 3 and D guys that gives you more than that. He gave the Rockets 14 a game, 40% shooting from 3. So obviously, a guy like him is obviously like he's the type of wing that all teams just be looking for. Like a guy that can go guard the best player and he's going to give you some offense and hit open threes. Like he's going to bring that. So obviously the Suns been lacking that for 2 years straight. Like they've had either guys that can guard but can't shoot consistently enough, or they got guys that could shoot but couldn't guard consistently. Like that's literally been the Suns' problem for like 2 years. He does both. We're hoping Ryan can do both. We've seen a lot of promise with Ryan. Like I said, we'll do a Ryan video next, so I'm not gonna get too much into that. But we seen a lot of promise from Ryan to being able to do that, and then we know what happened. Like he got fucking benched when he shouldn't have got benched. Excuse my language. But like we've been missing that for like 2 years, and you immediately get that. And then you got to, like I said, like he's a 3 and D that he shot 40% from 3, bro. And it wasn't like it was a little bit of attempts. I think it was like 6.7. That's damn near 7 attempts a game, and he shot 40%. That tells you he's a high level shooter, bro. Will he shoot 40% again? Who knows? But bro, he's gonna shoot it at a high clip though. He's gonna be a good 3-point shooter, and he's gonna make open threes. So he kind of got like maybe a little bit more orthodox release to some people, but as we see with Tyrese Halliburton, it don't matter how it look. If it's going in, bro, it don't matter. It does not matter at all. So I'm interested in the comment sections. Please, y'all comment what y'all think. I'm interested to know, who do y'all think is getting the best player assignment? Will it be Ryan or will it be Dillon? I'm leaning that it'd be Dillon because he's the vet, obviously. But I feel like it should just go off of the matchup. I feel like maybe some of those bigger, if the better players, like the best player on the other team's like a bigger guy, maybe Ryan should be on him. I mean, they both can guard bigger guys. Dillon can guard bigger guys too. Like he guards everybody, all the better players. So, but then again, I don't know. It really depends because I think Ryan's really good on guards, and I don't know. Ryan might move his feet. He might be a little quicker because he's younger. A little longer. He might move his feet a little better against guards. So it really depends. Like I said, either way, those two are going to be the defensive wing duo, like wreaking havoc, bro. I'm excited about that. Like they're going to be guarding the best two players on the other team for the most part. I think that's how it will go most nights. I think depending, like I said, who we playing. I think Ryan might end up. It really depends, like I said, matchups because some games Ryan might have to guard the 4 because the 4 is too big to try to have, Book or Jalen do it. But if it's not that bad and Book can go guard that 4 and go hide on that 4, and Ryan can go guard the best guard on the team, and Dillon go guard like the best wing on the team, I think that would probably be the bet for the best. But like I said, it really depends. Like, let's say we play the Rockets. If it was me, I don't think the Suns gonna do it. If it was me, I would put Ryan on KD. I'm using them because that's we traded with them. My boy KD over there, so that's gonna be a fun matchup when that game happens. I'd put Ryan on KD. I would prioritize putting length on KD. Obviously, nobody gonna bother him like that, but at least put somebody taller. And then I'll put Dillon on probably the twin. To be honest, maybe the twin. I mean, booking one of them maybe could guard him too. Like I said, not that he's an easy cover, but he's not that much of a shooter. So you kind of, booking them can kind of give A-Man a little bit of space, and to force him to help. So, but stuff like that, like I said, it's gonna be a lot of cross matching though, for sure. But y'all, like I said, y'all in the comments, let me know who y'all think should get that nod, like guarding the best players. Like, let's say we're playing let's say when we play the Lakers. Are we putting Ryan on Bron again, like how we were doing? Are we putting Dillon on Bron? Or are we putting Dillon on Luka? Or are we putting Ryan on Luka? Stuff like that. When we play the Thunder, are we putting Dillon on SGA? Or are we putting Ryan on SGA? Like I said, I think it makes more sense for Dillon to guard the wings and then Ryan guard the best, more quicker, guard guys. That's how I think the Suns will do it. I think Ryan should be the one guarding SGA and then Dillon guard like J-Dub. Who else? What's some other top teams? Let's say we're playing the Nuggets. Obviously neither one of them is gonna be on Jokic. Our guards have to guard him. Stuff like that. I'm just talking strictly when the best players are guards and stuff like that. Yeah, again, if it's Jamal, I'm not putting Dillon on Jamal. I'm putting Ryan on Jamal. Dillon can guard whoever, that wing, maybe, Aaron Gordon or something like that. I mean, but they both could do both. I think you could put Dillon on it. I think you could put Dillon on Jamal too, and have Ryan on Aaron Gordon if you think Ryan will be able to match more on the glass. So maybe that would be flipped in that. See, it really depends. That's why I said it depends on the matchup. Cause I changed my mind. If we're playing the Nuggets, you're probably better off putting Ryan on AG just because he could you could do you can do he helps on basically Ryan will help on the glass better I think than Dillon just because athletically Aaron Gordon will be a lot to deal with. So that's how I see it. But yeah, like I said, we know what Dillon's gonna bring. Let's look at these real quick, bro. First of all, y'all remember how I did the video on Jalen Green? How it was some hit pieces on him. Look at this. Of course, y'all know there's gonna be some hit pieces why the NBA doesn't respect Dillon Brooks. This is crazy, bro. I haven't watched that, but I'm gonna watch that. We're not gonna watch that though. Let's watch this real quick, bro. Let's watch this real quick, man. This is exciting, bro. He's one of the guys I'm excited about too, for sure, just because of the catch and shoot ability, and knowing he's gonna get hella of those because Book gonna do a lot of driving and kicking and getting guys open. 10 threes. This is against the defending champs at the time. Obviously, the Thunder defending champs now. But at the time, this is during the season, obviously. This is an elite team. He's getting his game off on. That boy Dillon was shooting that thing, bruh. But shooting that thing, boy. He's shooting that thing, bruh. Give me 3. Boom. Give me 3. That's another question for y'all in the comments. Who do y'all think will have the highest 3-point percentage on the team next year? Who do y'all think? I think he's probably the favorite. Unless Kobe Bryant start playing. If Kobe Bryant start actually playing, he gets submitted. Oh, it could be him. But it might be Dillon Brooks. Like I said, he's going to get the most quality looks. I think he's going to shoot the most threes on the team, too. Either him or Jay. Like I said, Book's going to shoot his threes, too. But y'all know Book more of a mid-range guy. So, he don't shoot threes like that. And I think this following year, he's going to get more back to that. I think he tried to, like I said, force some of those pull-up threes. And he shot bad on the pull-up threes that past season. But I think it's him. This is me assuming too Grayson's not here. If Grayson's here, then it's probably Grayson. It's probably Grayson. But like I said, Dillon getting run for his money. I'm just talking percentage-wise. Like I said, Dillon just shot 40%. So that's another question in the comments. Y'all let me know. Who y'all think will have the best 3-point percentage on the Suns next year? Bro really made 10 threes in the game. That's fire. Look, Jalen gonna be able to. This is where Jalen obviously is gonna be looking like Suns fans gonna be looking for him to improve on this, like making plays like that. Look, see, he makes his move. Obviously, Drew was cheating over a little bit trying to help. Teams are gonna do that on Jalen because, like I said, people try to make jokes about Jalen, but he for sure hard to just stay in front of by yourself. That's why you see in that damn Warriors here, they was pretty much like, it's a game plan. That's why you struggle to score that way. The way they game plan on him. Y'all see he's quick as hell with the ball. So teams are going to try to, especially when Book's off the floor, teams are going to try to make him, crowd him, and you got to be able to make those, reads and passes like that. Because they're going to be leaving guys like Brooks, Ryan, and a lot of them. And they got to make them shots, bro. A lot of Rockets fans try to tell me that mid-range game is underrated from my boy. Look at he dunk. Why was the dunk a week? You look like, okay, dude. Feeling it, huh? People are trying to tell you that this guy and Jalen didn't really contribute to them being a top 2 seed. People try to really sit there and tell you that, though. That's why I think the way people be, talking about us next season, I'll be like, damn, bro, y'all think we just gonna be garbage? I don't see that, bro. I don't think so. I ain't saying we gonna be good either, but I don't think we're gonna be garbage. This is a little defensive clips. Of course, we down. They really called that on K. That's crazy. See, this goes back to my convo. Like I said, do y'all want Dillon on bigger? Like I said, they both could do it. That's why it's fire. That's why it's fire too. Because I think Rasheer. I didn't even bring up Rasheer. I think Rasheer because showing that he can do it. Like, dude, he can go out there and guard some guards and guard bigger guys too, like that. That's why that's one of the main things I'm excited about with the Suns. Like, our wings is like versatile defenders. Versatile. Like, he's guarding a 4 right there. He's guarding a center right here and holding his own, bruh. Him and Ryan can do stuff like that, bro. On a wing right here. On a big again. Hold his own. Look, they they not even moving, bruh. Like hell, him and Ryan could do it. That boy Dillon Brooks be battling. Good block. Who is he on here? Just Rip Tillman. Why was Tillman dribbling like that? On Cat again. Look, Cat can't even move him that well. On another big four. Y'all see what I'm saying, bro? Damn, my bro almost did the splits. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, he was guarding a guard right there. Oh my god, I can't wait to watch him and Ryan play defense. On a guard again right here, bro. On a big. Switches off onto a wing. Blocks him. Like I said, him and Ryan is about to strap shit. Pause for you freaks out there. They are about to lock shit up, bro. I'm telling you. Like I said, I've been saying the Suns' identity really going to be defense. People obviously, I think the down part on us is about the offense. So that's what it really is. I think it's gonna be a good year for Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks is gonna be one of our better players next year. I think he might even be able to average more than he did with the Rockets last year. He might be able to get 14, 15. So I think my mom just knocking on my door, but I try to tell her don't knock when I'm making a video, so I just gotta ignore it. But yeah, bro, he's gonna bring a lot. Obviously defensively, but I think he's gonna bring consistency on offense too. Like I said, we haven't had. That's the most exciting thing about, like, we haven't had the 3-and-D type guys that's bringing defense and bringing some offense consistently. We haven't had that, like I said, in 2 years. So I'm excited about that. Appreciate y'all watching this video, twin. Next video will be Ryan. Next video will be Ryan done. We'll focus a little bit on him. I'll do a poll, but I'm pretty sure the next one will be Ryan done. But yeah, man. Let me know if you like these where I focus on like one player and we'll talk about them. And like I said, I'll talk about what I think they're going to bring, stuff like that, and how they fit in with the Suns. Y'all let me know, bro. I'm out. Like I said, turn my city up mob, man. We out of here.